Alright, Shalom. It's the brother from GMS North Carolina. Came back with another video. Before we go any further, I'm going to give all praise and glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Akarkodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone for teaching us the truth, according to the Bible, and rule well. And peace and blessings to those who elect of the nation of Israel. Alright, and basically today's lesson is going into how the Lord, Yahweh by Shema Shai, set up men, to teach, a so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native American, the Israelite man, the truth, the Lord set up men to do that. You know, you got a lot of these, people, a lot of these, false prophets and these, hard-headed niggas out here thinking that the spirit of the Lord taught them, or that just the Lord taught you, or if they would just open their Bible one day and the Lord gave them the proper breakdown, understanding the scriptures. But no, that's not how it went. And Star Wars apostles and elders of Great Millstone, they're the one who's taught us the truth, and we believe through faith that they're the men of the Lord who the Lord set up to gather the elect in these last days and to teach the elect. This is because the elect is the only ones that gonna understand the scriptures. This is Jeremiah 3:15, and it reads, "And I will give you pastors according to my heart." And if you get definition of pastor, it says in the third, if you go on down to like third definition, it says a ruler, a teacher. So the Lord was going to give us teachers according to his heart, Jeremiah 3:15 again, "And I will give you teachers," or pastors as the scriptures say, "according to my heart." And that word heart goes back to the Hebrew word lab, which means your mind. So according to the Most High's mind, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. And this word is the knowledge and understanding that they're going to feed us with, not actual food, but with knowledge, but with the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures. So the Lord set up teachers, starting with apostles and elders on down, to teach us the word. It's Isaiah chapter 30, verse 20. "And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore." You got in the past, a lot of the prophets got put to death for teaching the word, Yahweh Shema Shai. But in this last time, the Lord, our teachers aren't going to be removed into a corner anymore. They're gonna, I'm gonna keep reading. "But thine eyes shall see thy teachers." Meaning what? We're gonna have multiple teachers teaching us this truth, but what? All one truth, all of the men of the Lord on one consent, because now, we all at one time were on the other side listening, and in turn we learned and we became teachers ourselves. But the point of the lesson is that the Lord set up teachers, "And thy ears shall hear a word behind thee saying," what the Spirit of the Lord is gonna say. You're gonna hear this word behind you. So it's gonna be the Spirit. "This is the way, walk ye in it." So what? The words that were spoken by those men, like, this is the Spirit's gonna tell you, like, yeah, follow these guys, be followers of them. Like Paul said, be followers of me as I am of a Mashiach. So you're gonna follow men in this thing, and men are gonna teach you. "This is the way, walk ye in it, when ye turn to the right and when ye turn to the left." So you gotta follow the men that Yahweh Shema Shai set up, starting with apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And they're going to be the ones that teach you the truth. This is Romans 10:14. "How then shall they call upon whom, Saki, how then shall they call upon him in whom they have not believed? Or how shall they believe in whom they have not heard? And how shall they hear without a preacher? Exactly. How is the nation of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, going to call on the name of the Lord? How are you going to be taught about the name of the Lord? Except the Lord send you teachers, send you a preacher to preach about him, to tell you about him, you know? And how shall they preach except they be sent? So what, the Lord, how are they going to preach to you? How are they going to teach you the correct doctrine, to break down the scriptures, except they be sent? What? Because according to James 1 and 5, Jeremiah 1 and 5, the Lord chose Jeremiah from the foundation of the earth. The same thing with the teachers, you know? He chose his, which I can just get that real quick. I want to roughly, make sure I quote it right. This is Jeremiah chapter 1 verse 5. Before I formed thee in the belly I knew thee, and before thou camest out of the womb I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. So before our apostles and elders, a great millstone, were sent out, in the brothers you see under them, the Lord had already ordained them to be prophets unto the nations, and the Lord's will to be prophets. That's part of the elect, you know? And how shall they preach except they be sent? As it is written, how beautiful are the feet of them that preach the gospel of peace and bring glad tidings of good things. So I'm gonna get an example of a man who needed to be taught. This is Acts 8, and I'm gonna start at verse 26. Acts 8 and 26. And the angel of the Lord spake unto Philip, saying, Arise and go towards the south, on the way that goeth down from Jerusalem unto Gaza, which is desert. And he arose and went, and behold, a man of Ethiopia, and a eunuch of great authority under Candace, queen of Ethiopians, who had the charge of all her treasure, and had come to Jerusalem for to worship. So what, this man was an Israelite man, was returning and sitting in his chariot, read Isaiah the prophet. Then the spirit said unto Philip, Go near and join thyself to this chariot. And Philip ran thither to him, and heard him read the prophet Isaiah, and said, Understand thou what thou readest? So what, Philip asked this man if he understood what he was reading. What, he was reading the scriptures. He opened up the scriptures, and he started reading it. You know, and that's what a lot of these people say, yeah, I just started reading the scriptures one day. I opened up my Bible, and there it was. The Lord began to teach me. No, that's not how the Lord did. Let's see what the scriptures say. And he said, How can I? And he said, Understand what thou readest? And he said, How can I, except some man should guide me? And look up that word guide. Let's see what that word guide goes back to. To guide, or a teacher to give guidance to. What? So he said basically, how can I except some man teach me? And he said, how can I except some man should teach me? And he desired Philip that he should come up and sit with him. So what, he desired to be taught by a man of the Lord. Let me get one more scripture, then close it out. This is Hebrews, I believe it's Hebrews 5:12. For the time ye ought to be teachers, ye have need that one teach you again, which be the first principles of the oracles of the Most High, and are as become such as have need of milk and not strong meat. What? So the first principles of the oracles of the Most High, what you have to be taught. The first thing, the chief thing, the principal thing is for you to be taught this truth. And how you're going to be taught? You're going to be taught by men preaching the correct doctrine of the scriptures. And you're going to see your teachers, your eyes should see your teachers where? On the highways and byways, because scriptures talk about how wisdom crieth without, and what? Not only are you going to see them on the highways and byways, they're going to be what? In the spirit of Yahweh Shai, they're going to be talking about the prophecies of the Bible. And that's how, because according to Revelation 19:10, the spirit of the Lord Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. So what? The true men are going to be speaking prophecy. But, that was just, to the point, pretty much. Just bring out the scriptures, proving that the Lord set up men to teach you, and that you're not going to get this truth on your own. But Lord's willing, you brothers will edified. Before we go any further, we'll give all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father, His only begotten Son, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakar Devil honors our apostles and elders, great millstone, for teaching us the truth according to the Bible and rule well, and peace and blessing to those who elect of the nation of Israel. Till next time, Shalom.